Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. It is Wednesday, believe it or not. We're halfway through the week. Wednesday means hump day.
It means AEW Dynamite for all those people that just enjoy this crap.
It means the learning tree.
Oh, the learning tree.
It's where you go and you sit in the shade and just learn something new.
It's where you go to look like you have a weird mustache on your face. Because he's a weirdo.
Uh-oh.
Walter's in the chat. Hey, Walter. He says, hi, Travis and Daphne, AEW Dynamite. Daphne, good news. The one being, I got Chick-fil-A gift card. Well, it's about damn time you got something that was not. What's their face?
Good stuff, though.
Starbucks.
Can I have a napkin for my blood?
More blood?
Yeah, there's blood all over.
Ew.
Looks like a chicken head over here.
What is wrong with it? Why is it every time you're like, oh, I'm bleeding. Bleh. It's gross, dude.
Nah. It's manly. Oh, it didn't even come off. Cool. If it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off.
Anyways, Walter says there's good matches tonight, but at 9 he's going to leave. But he's going to be here Friday for SmackDown. No more movies, Walter? What?
Is movie time over because the summer came to an end?
Maybe. Summertime. Ta-na-na-na-na.
In the LBC.
Rebecca's like, hey, yo, small screen. What small screen?
Yeah, I kind of shrunk it a little bit. I can expand it.
Is it too small? Can you not see our ugly faces? I mean, I don't want you to feel like you can't see my hideous face. We need to see the hideous face.
But at the same time, we don't want you to see our hideous faces.
Pickle's like, what's the dealio? As he's in the chat saying hey to everybody. Well, you know,
hello.
We didn't have internet for like the last however many minutes on
To be
Monday.
honest, I have no idea what happened in the main event. I didn't even go look.
Well, yeah, we didn't look to see what happened. And one, we didn't have internet for a little bit. So, so that was that.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened to our internet on Monday. Then Dalitha tried to ruin our internet on Tuesday, plugging in extra Ethernet cords.
You can blame me all you want, but it was you the whole time.
Whoa.
It's all you and your faults.
I was like, I think she just doesn't want to do AEW anymore. Trying to sabotage the internet.
Why would I sabotage the internet if I want to watch things? I can't watch anything without fucking internet. Unless we're going to get bunny ears. Go get one of those digital whatchamacallits and put in the house.
A digital patch.
In case that happens.
It's like a digital patch.
Basically. It's like life without the internet kind of sucks
When you're trying
anymore.
to quit smoking. It's like when you're trying to quit watching TV, you get the digital patch.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, Pickle's like, I hope you're having a great week. Are you having a great week, Piccola? How are you feeling? How's your tum-tum? Your tum-tum feeling better? What?
So what are you doing?
It was a hand over people's stuff. And so I moved it over to your stuff. So I don't have to see your stuff.
Yeah, that'd be weird, huh?
People's like, that's no bueno, right? And then says, oh yeah, I was going to message you like 20 till. It's fine. I was going to message you too, and I forgot, and I messaged Ravi instead. I was like, hey, we're not going to be back. And then I got talking to Ravi about stupid shit and about our internet and how crappy it's been since they've changed whoever does the crap with it. It's been so bad since they changed. And I cannot wait until we can go to somebody else that's high speed. That's our problem. We only have one high speed availability in our area. We have another one coming, but it's not going to be here for a little bit. So, like another month or so, which is dumb as fuck.
Are you guessing?
No.
You've heard something?
No.
So you're guessing?
No. I'm assuming. That's not guessing. Anyways, Robbie's now in the chat says, you rascals, what is up tonight? Well, we're here. We're pretending to watch some AEW. It's everybody's favorite swindler, Chris Jericho. We know we won't see Vindicator for at least an hour because he's out here with the other guy, Orange Cassidy, who thinks he's cool, but he's not. People says, it's much better. Oh, I'm glad your tum-tum's feeling better. Uncle Howdy, or as we know him as Tyler, is in the chat says, I've returned from hell. Well, that's good, I guess. I don't know about hell there, Tyler, but yeah. Then Pickle says, I am still eating roughage. That's probably a good thing. Hassan's in the chat. Haven't seen you for a bit, Hassan. How are you doing? Good to see you tonight. Says, hi there, guys. I got my new magazine and new comic book today. Yes.
Comic books.
Comic books and magazines, my friend. What are they? What magazine and comic book did you get? If you're just joining us in here for AEW Dynamite, what match is on, Travis? While I shove food in my face.
Oh, it's a little bit of Orange Cassidy and just a tiny little bit of the Learning Tree. Why they're having this match, I don't know. Is it for anything? Is this for another jacket or money?
It's probably for his jacket that he ruined.
The $7,000 jacket. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Dropped him right on top of that guardrail.
I was like, big up the ketchup gang. Yeah, I'm having some chips. Or as you call them chips, I call them fries.
Yeah. I'd call them chips,
I'm having
too.
deep fried sticks of potatoes.
It's actually a better way to do it because somehow in America we started calling them like coward fries or something.
They're called freedom fries, bitch.
Now they're freedom fries.
I'm having freedom fries.
But for a while they were called French fries. So yeah, chips way better than French fries.
But would you call chips that we have in the cupboard crisps?
I just call them potato chips.
Potato chips? Mm-hmm. Wonder if they're Doritos. Are they still potato chips? They're made with corn.
I'm calling them corn chips. They're just potato chips. They've always been potato chips. Give me some Doritos, some of those potato chips.
Anyways, Pico says we had some new AT&T cables dug into the ground about 2 weeks ago. Did it help with your internet?
You know, it's funny that they're going underground. I've said it for probably 20 years that Florida should have all their power lines and utility lines underground. It makes zero sense for them to be above ground. They should have giant tubes underground that they can walk in.
Right.
Not for drainage, but for their electricity and shit.
I think they can't really do a lot of that in Florida because they're... Where are they at?
They're in the swamp.
Exactly.
Well, on the one side, but not the other side. And that's kind of the issue. That's why I said put them in a big old tube. If you can keep water in a tube, they can keep water out of a tube. That's all I'm saying. And then that way, if a hurricane rips through the coast, I mean, I know it's rare, but let's just say on an off chance a hurricane hits Florida. The power wouldn't go out.
That's so weird.
I know, I'm just saying. But if it ever did.
I mean, hurricanes in Florida, that seems ridiculous, Travis.
I know.
Stop making up stories about stuff.
It's like Santa Claus.
It's the fakest crap I've ever heard.
You know, and the other thing is like building a beach house. Never understood that one. On stilts. It's like...
I saw that happen. And the house, like, the house is still, but boop, and the house was, like, in the water, and it's like, me. People are, like, taking pictures, they're, like, taking videos, watching it. It was, like, a TikTok
I'm not
video.
evacuating.
These people are, like, well, those didn't hold very well. They're, like, and the house is just, like, la, 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 la. Just floating out there. Anyways, Robbie's getting real personal with Pico, asking him if he's got the shits. That's gross, man. And Tyler says a bunch of people said that they will riot if Jey Uso doesn't win the IC title.
There's going to be riots because
there's going to be lots of riots.
He ain't winning no IC title. He's not
No.
a championship. He's not a singles wrestler.
That'd
Makes
be
no sense.
Interesting. Who has the IC title right now? Oh, Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be weird. I don't know. Hassan says, I got Archie comic book and Fortnite versus Marvel game magazine. Ooh.
Archie, huh?
Archie's good. I like Archie comic books.
That's that one, like, he's like a kid. He's got blonde hair, right?
He's got red hair. He's red-haired and freckled. He's a ginger. He doesn't have a soul. And Veronica and Betty love him.
Because he has no soul. Or they vampire.
Because he's a ginger. Anyways, Rebecca is... I already said she was in the chat. It was just earlier. It says, what's your take on Braun and Bronson fight if you saw it? We did see that fight. There was a fight, but nothing happened from it. Basically, they just pulled the same shit they did the last time.
I have no opinion.
It's a bunch of crap.
I understand what's happening. So, it is what it is. It's for the kids, and kids love it, and I love it because kids love it. At least I did when I was a kid. I mean, who didn't want to see Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy wrestle? It's bullshit. You would have loved it.
I never
too.
saw it.
I'm just saying that you would have loved it.
Maybe. Tyler says, in school I was called the ketchup kid by my friends. Why? I don't know. Did you eat a lot of ketchup? Did you eat ketchup packets? Were you like ketchup on everything kid?
Did you walk slow?
That's true. I would be one too. They told you to catch up all the time. Picola says, I have often watched History Channel's How the Food Built America. Pretty fascinating stuff. It really is.
I can say, honestly, I've never seen that.
Travis isn't a foodie, so he doesn't care how it happens.
I like the Men Who Built America. That series was awesome. But the food
There's a lot of wasted space with those. Like that, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of like how our shit is.
Wasted space on top. Ms. Pickle also says people were sick at first because barrels of crackers, aka biscuits, were being fed to the industrial workers. Yeah. Pickle's like, no way, storms aren't real. That's right. And then he goes, and like frosted cakes and buttery treats were only for rich people back then. Oh yeah. Like, and the reason why, Pickle, is because it had ingredients in it that were hard to come by, right? So butter or milk or that kind of stuff, sugar, all that stuff was like considered like wealthy people foods. And so like all the poor people ate potatoes and all the meat scraps.
It's funny
but
because
never the real meat.
So basically, if you were rich, then you were fat.
Yes.
If you were poor, then you were decently healthy.
Yeah, depending on how poor you were, where you were in the poor scale.
Right.
Right? Because there's different stages of poor. What?
Oh, nothing. That Barnaby wants me to give him a shout out on YouTube.
Is he here?
He sent me a text. Yeah, obviously he's on there.
What's his name?
I said Burnaby. He spells it like that. I'm pretty sure you say it Barnaby, but Burnaby.
Okay. If I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. But hi, Burnaby! How's it going?
There's your shout out.
Thanks for hanging out with us if you're out there.
Oh!
Let's see.
He also got the Jim Duggan autograph.
Picola says, oh, Lord, Robbie. And Robbie says, LOL, laughing because he's making fun of Picola having the poos.
You can sign in and chat. Then you can get your shit read easier that way.
We're still having that match.
Oh, yeah. It's Orange Cassidy in there with whatever his name is. Chris Jericho. Jericho's been around forever.
287 years.
He's like a
He's
vampire.
like a weird vampire guy.
I think he might be.
Was he hanging out with the P-Diddler?
I don't know. Did you see he's in jail?
They denied his bond.
Yeah. They're worried
Did you
about
see
him
all the
dying.
counts against him?
No.
There's like 50 of them. 50 counts of different stuff.
So
Yeah,
they
it's crazy.
ended up catching him and putting him in jail. So did he fly back?
I have no idea. That part I didn't read
Oh, you're reading this stuff?
or hear. I didn't read anything about it.
I just saw something that said, is P. Diddy safe in that jail because that's a jail somebody else died in?
No, because you know who will get rid of him. We're not going to talk about this online too much.
Why
because
not? Fuck P. Diddy.
because it's conspiracy
They're
stuff of
East
who
Coast.
would kill him.
Nobody listens to East Coast rap.
It's funny.
Just kidding. I have to go and say that Tupac and Biggie and the East and West Coast thing ruined my music experience for the rest of my life. I still, to this moment, wonder where somebody's from, or like, where are they from though? Like, oh, you got to listen to this Baby Blueface or whatever, and I'm like, just take your thing off.
I'm going to. I just was wondering why it was so.
Because I plugged the computer in there.
It's fine. Tell your story.
Anyways, and I'm like, where's he from? Is it like?
He's from New Jersey.
Is it
It's
east?
a dump.
Is it east of Detroit? Then it's East Coast. I don't listen to that. Although I will listen to stuff from like Miami.
That's different. They're not East Coast people.
Right.
They're like a whole different type of people.
Yeah. Well, the down south stuff, right? Like, because that was the thing. I was like, well, can I listen to Little John? He's from Atlanta. It's kind of East Coast. Ah, it's down south. Call that South. Okay, that's okay. Where's DMX from? Well, he's kind of from it wherever he wants to be.
Oh
from.
no, cheater!
Oh,
the cheater
that's a
tens.
big boot. 1, 2, and 3. No.
Oh, the boot didn't
Orange
do
Cassidy kicks out.
Anyways, Tyler says, "Hey Travis, thoughts on Linkin Park getting a new singer? I don't know how to feel about it unless this is like a tribute tour for Chester."
Is this the or the broad, the woman?
Probably the lady.
I don't know that group. Like I'm aware of the group. I don't know any of their songs that I'm aware of, but I've heard of Linkin Park.
Right. There's
But
probably like a song that you probably heard in a movie or
exactly, I just don't know who sings it, and then I'd be like, oh yeah. But if it's the one with the girl, she sounded pretty good. I mean, obviously, you can't replace any lead singer of any band ever.
Well, and if you're going to replace it with a girl and it was a dude before. I don't think they ever had girls in Linkin Park before. They were all women, or all, they didn't have
Right.
women before. They were all dudes.
It's like Disney. Linkin Park's the new Disney. No, I'm
nasty.
just teasing. But if his voice was high enough and hers is low enough, I'm sure it would translate.
Right. Anyways, continuous
What the
stuff he
fuck
said,
was
but they
that?
have a new album called
Did you hear that
From
scream?
Yeah, it sounded like a whistle. From Zero Thoughts, Travis. Yeah, he already gave you your thoughts on that, but new album. Sophie is in the chat for a second. Says, "Hi, people. Saturday night's main event is back like a week before Christmas. The new Linkin Park singer was also a lead singer for another band, but I don't remember the name of it." Chris is in the chat now. Says, "Hey, guys." Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Sophie says, "Saturday night's main event will be on both Peacock and NBC." Cool. Piccolo says, "I've always been fascinated knowing how a small town restaurant or like the Colonel's 11 Herbs and Spices became a multi-billion-dollar franchise." Did you ever read that? Like, did you ever find how it was? Because it's kind of cool how it became that way. It's kind of like Wendy's and like their stuff and how they came about.
Because of a redhead.
The people that started McDonald's.
It was a clown. His name was Ronald. Don't take it any further.
Stop.
Don't ruin my childhood.
Stop.
He had a
I
friend,
bet a clown did ruin your childhood. I would not be surprised.
he had a friend named Grimace.
Mm-hmm. Piccolo says, "Can you
And a
see his
Hamburglar.
reflection?"
You be nice.
Sophie says, "Do you see wrestling perform in the Vegas sphere like the UFC fighters did?"
Yeah,
They can.
absolutely.
It'd just be a really small venue.
I mean, if Vince was there, yes. And I would assume Triple H is going to do the same thing.
I can see him doing NXT stuff there or an NXT pay-per-view or something like that.
There's 20,000 people.
That's not very many. Because you think about some of these big, huge, like, pay-per-views.
It's not an arena, but they could charge more.
That's dumb. Why would you charge more?
Because it's badass.
I don't know.
20,000 people is a shit ton.
So it's only for the elite people? Fuck you. That's dumb as fuck. Only the elite people get to go to this one.
I'm just saying, you wouldn't have...
Because we're going to charge $8,000 for a ticket.
Let's think about how wrestling's always been. There's a hard camera. That hard camera would have to be situated facing the screen for people at home to enjoy it. Orange Cassidy just cheated and won.
Of course he cheated and won. What did he hit him with? A ring?
Yeah, he was loaded up.
Was it a ring? Was it the ring he stole?
I don't know.
Is he the stealer?
All I know is he cheated.
What did he have in his pants? What did he use, guys? I wasn't watching.
It was a quarter.
Stuffing my face.
It was a roll of quarters.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
You don't know.
They just said it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Taz just said he put the roll of quarters in his hind pants. Not in that accent. He's from Jersey, and
I think he did it that way.
I can't speak that way.
It sounds exactly what Taz sounds like, what you just said.
He put it in his pants.
Now say it again with a straight face.
He took the quarter out and put it in his pants.
All right.
They got him as Ken. That was actually pretty funny.
And Sophie says, P. Diddy finally got arrested about time. Yeah, the diddler.
How did P. Diddler get arrested? Did they fly him into the United States? Was he what is that called? Excommunicated from the company you're in?
Excommunicated.
Whatever he was hiding. Or did he turn himself
Extradited.
Extradited. Not excommunicated. He's not a church member.
Piccolo says, who out of these three wrestlers would you just have a bad taste in your mouth if they won their first world title?
Oh, God.
Orange Cassidy, Sammy Guevara, or Darby?
Who would I hate the most to be
Yeah,
the
like
champion?
who would you just have a bad taste in your mouth if they won their first world title?
God damn, all three of them, but I would be okay with Guevara.
Yeah, he'd be all right. I could see him as
I don't want it, but I would be okay with it.
He could do it.
Because I'd be okay with the story that went along with it.
Yeah.
But Darby the House Elf, no. And I am just as strong on that as Orange Cassidy. I don't know. Probably Darby. I probably would have the hardest time watching Darby as champion. And then Orange. But Guevara I wouldn't hate.
We're in Travis's life.
But yes, I would have a hard time sleeping at night. It would cause me many, many more gray hairs. If
Chris
Darby
says,
the House Elf.
Chris says, yes, Travis, you would like Ninja by the name of Young Blue Rapper. Sophie says, Raw was awesome on Monday, and Chris says, most rappers from Atlanta and Florida nowadays. Sophie says, Randy Orton will be wrestling on NXT against Siobhan Evans. Linkin Park's most famous song is In the End. Piccolo says
there you go, see?
Yeah.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. Piccolo
I don't know the words, but...
Thank you so much for stopping as you stopped him. It's weird. Anyways, Piccolo says, were you a fan of 3-6 Mafia, Travis? And then Piccolo says, rip to Chester, who is the lead singer that used to be for Linkin Park.
So I have a hard time just start rapping because I'm always worried I'll say the wrong words. Not to the rap, but the ones that'll get you banned from YouTube.
Yeah.
Because
you can't say
I don't know when they are because I've always just said it anyway. You know what I mean? Like when
right, it's just part of the I memorized the song.
And so, yes, I know 3-6 Mafia very well. Especially like their first stuff, like 96-ish. That shit was so fire. But it was like really fast. And not like Bone Thugs and Harmony fast. It was different type of fast. We mafia. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, there's another one that should never be champion. A Wheeler.
Why did he have a
title again? He's the champion with Claudio. They're estranged.
The trios champions?
Yeah, maybe.
He's the third of the trios champions?
Right.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
They're part of the three best friends.
Three best friends.
Thanks for having me, Taz.
That's weird.
How do you have Taz and Excalibur on the same team? It makes zero sense.
Well, and the fact
They're
that they're
the
both
same
just weird.
fucking dude. They do the same thing. They talk the same. They act the same.
Ugh,
Like, just move one.
Piccolo says, whoop whoop chicken head, LOL Project Pat. Sophie says, were you a fan of Coolio, Travis, or DMX?
What do you mean, or? I liked both of them.
There you go. Piccolo says, oh yeah, Dave was a cook for KFC and then left to create Wendy's. Sophie says, it will get a lot of expensive ticket prices next year with them cutting back on live events. And Chris says, Travis, in NXT, you would like young OG Javon Evans. He will wrestle Randy in St. Louis. He can be a better version than Kofi and maybe even Swerve in a couple of years. Is he bigger than them?
Is that guy covered in tattoos?
What guy?
The guy that's covered in tattoos?
I didn't see anybody. Is he in the other corner or something?
Book's going to be wrestling him in the next 10 seconds.
Well, I don't care about this dweeb that's on my... Yes, those are tattoos. That's why he's covered in tattoos. His name is JD Inc. So it makes sense. He's got tattoos from the... He can wear a suit and not have tattoos. But otherwise,
his
he's covered
arm
in
is
tattoos.
completely colored in.
He can wear a whole suit.
You know those, they call them blackout tattoos like that?
Yeah.
Supposedly in prison can get you killed.
Well, hopefully
'Cause
he
they
never goes to prison, because otherwise he'll be...
Old JD Inc. Oh my god.
Ugh.
That's a full body. Like, he's got like designs on his legs.
It's okay, Travis.
No.
It's okay.
I don't think
He's
so.
not going to win. I don't know what you're so
Who said he would
upset
win?
about.
I would rather him win than the one he's wrestling.
Well, then don't complain. Robbie says, do you expect Triple H to put on pay-per-view that's quality from start to finish? Depends on whose quality you're looking for. If you're looking for the average wrestling fan who's just like in love with everything they do, then he's already done that.
I would say no. And the reason is because he has favorites and he's got to put those guys in there. So you're going to get like a pay-per-view with either Butch or the other one, the Johnny Spaghetti, or Bronson Reed, or Hermie. And he's going to be pushing those little guys in your face for a while until he realizes that they're all just bums. It'll come. It'll happen. Like, there's a reason that Vince went away from it, too. And it's crowds. If the crowd is completely dead when your favorite guy comes out, it's going to be like a rude awakening. Well, either that or he'll get fired. One of the two.
That and you can't make everybody else like your favorite guy.
Yeah, and Vince couldn't get fired because
like no
he
matter
was Vince.
what. Like no matter how much you think it's going to happen, it's just not going to.
And I guess Wheeler Yuta.
Open challenge. Not the opens.
Quinn. You got red hair now. Looking like Wendy. Hold up your cup.
No.
They look the same.
I'm not promoting Wendy's on here. I don't get paid for that.
Just the red-headed girl.
Robbie says, does Coney Khan know what quality he has on AEW to use?
Oh, he's just Triple H. I'm sure they talk to each other every day on the phone. We own all your asses, boy. Swear to God. guess the guy that owns the funeral home is going to buy that Cadillac.
Which one?
Wilkes.
One of them? They usually have multiple owners. Like partnerships.
Sure. Did the old dude die?
He might have.
I didn't think so. I thought he was still alive. He was over there yesterday. Or the day before. Maybe it was yesterday. I can't remember. No, yesterday was a rainy day. It was the day before.
Which one?
The people from Wilkes.
No, which?
You know, I don't know. I would assume the white one.
Right.
But that's the one I want.
I'm sorry, that's why I was like, which Cadillac? There's two.
Yeah, but one's ugly.
Of course it is.
It's
the most hideous pink ever. Like, it's not even a cool pink. It's like...
That's what she said, too.
Throw it pink.
They did it wrong. They made it wrong. It's not the color it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But he was okay with it. He's like, oh, it's different.
Yeah. In his head, he's like, good God. Chris says, news just in, Mike Trout considering change to outfield for DH in 25. Well, he's getting old.
Wait, why wouldn't he just go to one of the corners? If he goes to just DHing and makes $40 million a year, whatever he makes, that's
what a waste of money.
Ridiculous. The team should be able to file some sort of a lawsuit or something.
Yeah.
He should have to play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like he's terrible at defense. Put him in left field.
There you go. So he says, didn't you see someone wanted to buy Twitter from Elon Musk? No, he's never going to sell it either. Chris says also was happy that Maestros fucked up Padres last night in 10 innings. Robbie says, Darby is champion. I could dig that sucker, as he's laughing. And Piccolo is like, oh. And then Robbie says, D already has gray hair, so a few more won't make a difference. Were we talking about gray hair earlier?
Yeah, we were talking about something, and I said, oh, the pick out of the 3.
Oh.
And I said I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, and it'll give me more gray hairs.
Yeah, I don't have any gray hairs, Robbie.
She has none. That's blonde.
It's so funny because my hair lady does my hair, right? I asked her one time, I was like, how many gray hairs are in there? She's like, you really don't have very many. She's like, I found one, and I'm like, yes! I was very excited. Well, everybody always talks about him, and I'm like, I can't see him in mine. I'm like... So he's like, WWE is looking to find new artists for new music for their wrestlers and their shows.
Good.
And then do you like Limp Bizkit, Travis?
I think so. It's one of those things, I don't know if they've made any albums since the 90s or whatever, but I like that album they came out with in the 90s. It was great. Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. That's what Tyler was saying earlier, is that they came out with another album.
Oh.
Robbie says, corn clear of Limp Bizkit. Sophie says Linkin Park. Or Linkin Park did, sorry. Not Limp Bizkit. Sophie says Linkin Park and Jay-Z did create an album together. And then Piccolo says, who's this nut job, JD Inc.? I don't know, but Travis didn't like him. Pro says, no, right now Javon Evans is a twig, but if he bulks up, he'll be like Swerve size. But right now, he's like Kofi size. That's what I meant, like, is he the same height as them, or is he like a shorty pants? Yeah, what's the problem? Ooh, he doesn't have whatever that is.
It's a contract.
Cool.
He can wrestle for the world title anytime he wants to.
Nice. Piccolo says this guy shouldn't be in the ring. He should be on MTV Ridiculousness. That guy with the ink. Sophie says Saturday night's main event will be kind of like a pay-per-view when it comes back in December. And Robbie says Coolio and DMX were two different styles of hip-hop. Sophie, what's next? You're going to say Spanish and Portuguese are the same language. Laughing and crying.
Right? Or Australian and English.
Oh, hey, it's that one guy.
Uh-oh, he's grabbing for something. He's grabbing for something!
Oh, no, he was pushed. He's getting away from him. He was holding on to something behind him.
He said turn it off.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't care if your father's dead.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it's Serena Deeb! Team nuts.
Sophie says that after Survivor Series, we don't have a pay-per-view until Feb. And Pico says, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, it's fine. You don't have to. Chris says Triple H favorites are also injured. Kai, Knox, Shotzi, Rackrod. They've been on their knees so fucking much. Even Charlotte to some degree. The only one right now not injured is fucking Mi Chin. And now we know she is definitely on her knees when she left Nick Aldis' office on SmackDown. Not only that, but she's getting shit where she shouldn't even be put. Getting shots at titles and crap like that. It's bullshit.
Uh-oh. Mariah May.
Oh, no, not Mariah May. Chris says, and she feeds her husband to death. That's why he's not on TV right now. He would be embarrassing out there because he's gotten bigger. Not in a good way. Have you seen him lately? So they, tried to make him get in shape while he was on WWE. And he did pretty good for a little bit. And then he came on AEW and you're just like, oh my God, did you forget you were supposed to, be doing something nice to yourself? And it wasn't good because he didn't move very good. Oh, hey, Kat. I'm glad you're here. Do not sit on my lap. I don't want you on my lap. Sophie says, do you think the WWE will end the brand split again like they did the last time?
No. No, they're definitely going to keep them split, especially on different networks.
Even different shit. I mean, it's not even just different networks at this point.
What is this, like a triple threat?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, is it a tag team thing or something?
I don't know. There's already 2 out there now. Oh, yeah. Who's this next athlete?
I don't know, but they're upset about it. And seem completely weirded out. Dude, I am eating. You are not getting on my lap. The lap is out of commission.
I can't say that. Sakazaki? Sakazaki.
Yuka?
Yuka Sakazaki. I already forgot it. Yuka Sakazaki. That's all I'm going to have to say for the next hour. Yuka Sakazaki. And then I'll screw it up. Plus, I have to remember the other people's names. But I can't, because I already forgot them, because I'm trying to remember.
Just call her Yuka.
Yeah, Yuki.
Yuka.
Yuka! And the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go
That works.
It's Deeb and the Champ. Why did Deeb just cut her off?
She's like, bitch.
Why is Yuki in the ring? Why are they introducing new people?
Travis is scared of change. It's fine.
It's nothing to do with that. First of all, you just don't just put new people on your TV. And expect people to, notice nothing. Nothing. And I'm not talking about the crowd, no. I'm talking about the announcer should be telling you how great this wrestler is. Not expect you to know who they are and just like they've been there their whole career.
Mm.
And the crowd is dead. So
Somebody says so in AEW Dynamite, which wrestlers do you see that are being underused?
all of them. I don't know. I would like to see the 7-footer Bill get a big hard push. Oh, yes.
Sorry, guys. Leopold's in his basket underneath the TV right now. And he's just like making biscuits, like purring up a storm. He's like, making biscuits.
Don't make eye contact with him.
I know. Okay, anyways, Big Bill.
Yeah, Big Bill would be a great one. I think I'm starting to like this Queen Amandata or whatever. She's obviously raw, but she has potential. I don't like that Mariah May's the world champion. Yeah, it's hard there. I mean, obviously, they missed the whole thing with Wardlow. It's like he got popular, and they just said, oh, fuck, get rid of him now.
Yeah.
Like, get him off TV.
And he's, like, nowhere to be found now.
Yeah.
Unless he's over in Collision and shit.
I like the Murder Hawk. I like him. I like, obviously, Miro.
Hobbs,
we don't see anymore.
Brian Cage even kind of disappeared. Unless, like I said, they're in Collision.
Kip Sabian's
He's just there. He's hanging out back in the back with, what's his face, telling him he didn't care if his father was dead.
Kip
Old Christian.
Sabian.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah, that was Kip Sabian. I'm pretty sure it was him.
Where?
He was the one that he pushed, that Christian pushed.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I don't know. Just looked like a weirdo to me.
The whole Christian Cage segment,
I thought he was talking to a cameraman.
he was talking to Kip Sabian.
Okay, never mind about Quince. Maybe forget about him. He's smaller than I remember.
Yeah, he's tiny. He's barely as big as fucking Penelope. Like, literally, they were the same fucking size. And Penelope's not that tall.
Mm-hmm. She just has points way up high. Is Serena Deeb just sitting on her?
Mm-hmm.
Why? This type of wrestling is so silly. So she tied her up, so she can't untie herself. By twisting her arms and legs, it tied her in a knot, and then she was stuck.
Interesting.
It's so silly. I mean, it's not as silly as a dick flip or some of those other ones. Have you seen the one where the guy catches the guy and he starts rocking him?
Like a baby?
Mm-hmm. And then he
Nope.
falls asleep.
Haven't had the
so
pleasure of seeing such stupid shit as that yet.
And then he lays him down.
Awesome.
And the crowd gets really, really quiet.
Okay.
And then he literally gets out of the ring and grabs a blanket and a pillow. Lifts his head up. And then he gets on top of him to pin it, like just barely touches him to pin him. And the referee goes. And the crowd's like, 1, 2. And then the ref goes, 2. And he kips up.
That's silly.
True story, by the way. I didn't make that shit up. Sounds like I did, but I didn't know. I'd be a great writer for wrestling if I did. Every one of my matches would have some weird shit in it.
Basically.
Like, if I ran WWE, Hermie would come down dressed as Hermie, and he would have a reindeer. And Sheamus, or not Sheamus, sorry. Sheamus would be a good one, though. But Sami Zayn would be the gold prospector.
Prospector.
And he'd carry his little, like, double-headed pick. Mm-hmm. And he'd always be licking it.
Gross.
I don't know who the reindeer would be, but you could either get a wrestler to be a reindeer, or you'd literally just have him bring down a freaking reindeer.
Just have one of the girls dress like one.
Right?
Chelsea. She'd probably make a funny reindeer.
Got his reindeer.
Skipping down there in her little reindeer costume with her boobs hanging out. Just like... Robbie says, "Dee, that's a lie. LOL, no gray hair." Pico says, hey, so I have a question about baseball careers.
Ooh, what is it?
What is their average time span?
Peak is about 26 to 32. Sometimes 28 to 32. Just depending, that's their peak. But their time span is they're usually pretty much at the end of their rope by the time they're 36. And then they turn into a part-timer or just a veteran that they have on the team still, if they're still around at that age. And it takes a special athlete to still be around at that age. But the age that they start just depends on how well they go through the minors. But I would assume that by the age of 22 to 24, they're on a big league roster. But we're also talking about guys that you know. The guys you don't know, they're just there for a cup of coffee.
True.
They make it to the big leagues finally, and then they fizzle out within a year or two.
Mm-hmm. Pickle also says, LOL, yeah, they have. Biz Kid has made a huge comeback maybe 2 years ago. Oh, so the fall season premieres, they are about to come on next week. Chris says May and Shirakawa time? That's not Shirakawa.
No Shirakawa.
No Shirakawa. Unless she comes out after this. Pickle says she was a year 1 original. So who did she... Oh, Yuka. She smacked Yuka, so they won. So her
so they're going to give this Yuka a title shot. This is the shit I'm talking about. Like, and we should just all know how great she is.
Well, there you go. Chris says, yeah, also on NXT last night, it was creepy as fuck. Roxy literally was glazing last night in front of CM Punk. It was cringe. She couldn't even keep her composure and be professional if the camera wasn't rolling. No telling what she would have done. Ew. That's disgusting. Robbie's like, Travis, did you get D to squiggle on that 2x4 to make it look like an authentic Hacksaw Jim Duggan official merchandise?
No. I bought it from Jim Duggan myself.
His wife. We figured he's dead. But she doesn't allow people to know that he is. There was a whole plot line that we went through. Huh, Travis. Piccolo says Sakazaki was on Collision Saturday. And then Chris says, and Booker T also watching as announcer also made it that much more creepy. Yeah, because he's like a diddler. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, she so misses her. She wants to have more fun with you, Mariah. She wants Mina.
I thought you really want Mina. I love it.
I love it. She's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, she's the balls.
Coming!
We want Mina.
Oh, great. More Moxley Live. Skippy
He got back in shape. I was pretty impressed to see it.
Piccolo said he can say a handful of names, but they don't matter. Chris says, luckily, Julia Gulia came out to save us from sitting through the weirdo love fest. But it was too late. The damage was done. So much cringe TV. Robbie says, what happened to Hook? He won against that weird Vance guy? Or no, JD Inc.? That guy.
JD Inc.
Pickle's like, I miss her. Penelope. He misses Penelope.
Everybody misses her.
Chris
She's
says,
a supermodel.
Dee versus Shayna, who can tie each other into like a pretzel more. Then Robbie says, Dee, she's improved, I guess. And then says, Sami Zayn, they should dress him up in a leprechaun suit. Piccolo says, I'd give away Mercedes' contract to get the bunny Penelope and Makito back. Chris says, a jobber. Piccolo says, so this may be a bad example, but who's the Tom Brady of baseball nowadays?
Tom Brady of baseball.
Who? It's that guy that stole all that money and then pretended it wasn't him and it was his assistant guy instead.
I would probably say Aaron Judge.
Do you think he is? I think he's the main dude right now? Like they all talk about? Like he's so great?
Because he's in New York, yeah. I mean, the other one's in Los Angeles, but still, it's the second market for a reason. Otani's a little bit more international, but you also said Brady and not Montana, so I figure you meant second best. Right? Who does number 2 work for?
That
And
lady looked really happy to be there.
although, the Yankees don't win championships like when Steinbrenner was there. When Steinbrenner was there, they won championships. Because he made sure they won championship. Hal Steinbrenner doesn't seem to care.
If they win championships.
Yeah. It's not in his blood like it was his dad's.
Right. Robbie says, LO, that's so random to have wood as a centerpiece. Piccolo says, whoa, hey. Book is a 5-time world champion. No diddling from my boy, Booker. Robbie says, AEW's women division seems better than WWE's. And Piccolo says, and you can dig that. Piccolo's got this sad face. And then Chris says, we need the bunny back. Rebecca says, had to step away. My kitty was eating my dinner. I'm back, though. What kind of dinner was your kitty eating? My kitty's sleeping in a basket up there. I didn't let him on my lap because I was eating my food. Loser. Daniel McBryanson's like, I can't play because they haven't cleared me yet from my little thing a few weeks ago. Loser.
Dude, the best part ever about it's Daniel Bryanson literally wasn't going to have a match. So they came out and they announced, hey, Brian's going to wrestle whoever it was. I can't even remember. It was a top name, though, right?
Okay.
For blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh, he can't wrestle. He's got a head injury. So then they announced the guy's going to wrestle somebody else.
Okay.
And then they announced that fucking Daniel Bryanson's going to be wrestling.
Nigel?
Anyways.
Maybe. Only if he's cleared.
So anyways,
Mr.
that
Nigel
wasn't
McGuinness.
our TV making that. That was their TV. They're like, I guess okay, now they're going to do it. I thought it was ours. I almost grabbed the remote.
Oh, they meant to not do his little promo thingy? Huh. I don't feel that any of them are the best, but whatevers. Let's see. Chris said, we need the bunny back, and then Rebecca said that, and then Chris said, it has to be a player with rings, though, because Otani and Judge no rings. Well, let's put it this way. I don't think Tom Brady would be Tom Brady if he wasn't under the franchise he was under. Because
yeah, I mean, it's Bill Belichick.
I don't think he...
So who's the Bill Belichick?
He would have been good. Like, I feel like he would have been crappy as shit. I mean, the only reason why is because he was groomed so much in that franchise to be what he was. And then when he left, he could still do that. But he only did it for a little bit because where he went was already kind of like at a point where, okay, we just need a really good quarterback and then we can win. I don't know. I think people put too much into Tom Brady thinking he's so fantastic, but I don't think he is. Anyways, Ravi says, will we ever see Keith Lee make a comeback?
Probably not. And if we do, it'll be very underwhelming. You'll be saddened by it.
It'll be horrible. Like, I just feel like, you know, the funny thing about it is the reason why he took a hiatus from WWE that one time was because he had heart issues, by the way. Like, there are some major health issues that he probably does, unfortunately, have. And there's probably a lot of things happening in his life that probably don't help with that. Put it that way. Chris says, my boy Altuve is literally Brady that needs 4 more rings. Robbie's like, who the heck is that Bretta Nigel McGuinness? I don't know. They told you a whole story about him. Hopefully you listen, because I ain't telling it.
What was it?
Nigel McGuinness. Who is he?
He was an announcer in WWE and here.
Isn't he like Saturdays. On Collision or something? Yeah.
Yeah, he's their announcer.
Yeah, but he
he was a wrestler in NXT, I believe. NXT
and
UK.
ROH or whatever, so.
I don't know.
Well, that's what they yacked about. Chris says, K, so according to Google, Pablo Sandoval has the most active MLB rings. 2010, 12, 14, and 21. Pablo Sandoval is Brady, apparently.
Yeah, there's not a lot of dynasties in baseball right now. Who's this guy? Is that a fan? Oh, no. That's a weird person to... Private party. Trying to turn it into a private party. Oh, wow. Sorry. Claudio just threw him right into a fan. And kicked him right in the face. It's awesome. Claudio, you're too strong, dude.
Your foot was not on the plate.
There it is. Says your foot was off.
Bitch, your foot was not on the plate. You were like a whole foot away from the plate.
Yeah, bitch.
Don't be complaining to the ref. He did exactly his job. The umpire did what he was supposed to do. Well, Vindicator showed up finally.
So no shit, this is what I asked AI. What are the charges for the P diddler?
Oh, God.
And then I gave
Did you really say P diddler?
And then look at the answer. It's the real, like, Sean Puffy Combs. So he's so known as the P diddler. So as of September, Sean Puffy Combs, they called him Diddy, has been indicted on federal charges related to sex trafficking, racketeering, forced labor, what was the other one? Racketeering.
Trafficking.
Kidnapping, forced labor, obstruction of justice, among others.
There's like 50 charges.
Well, I know. I'm trying to get a list of them, but it's like, no, there isn't a list. Ugh, that's hilarious.
There is. They're just being weird.
Remember, he's innocent until proven guilty. Look at this fucking midget.
It's Commander Cool.
Commander a sneeze. Oh, wait, that was General a sneeze. Oh!
Oh, God.
He didn't make it.
He didn't even make it off the rope.
Claudio. These guys, I need to get on the internet and get a hold of them. They need to come buy her car from her. Pull up in that 57 Chevy.
Who? Oh, the white shirts?
Yeah.
Pico's like, Nigel was the former ROH champion back in the 2000s. And Pico's like, hell yeah, thanks, Chris. Well, I don't really think that having rings is necessarily a sign of being like Tom Brady. Sorry. Chris says, but MLB is saying if my shows get to a LCS, we will tie Braves dynasty with 8 straight LCS. Vindicator is in the chat
That's pretty
saying,
cool.
well, now. So as per the direction of one of the Idaho's finest, I waited until exactly 1 hour had passed before I made my presence known.
Yeah, but you missed Mariah May.
So I figured the reason why you wouldn't show up is because the first match of the night was your favorite swindler that you love so much. The Learning Tree guy. Ew. That sounds gross, man. Vindicator says, and in the crazy world of wrestling gabbing, that means I'm always on time. Robbie says, so Claudio a heel now.
Oh, God. He's broke his
so-
hand.
And then Vindicator's like smiling, and Robbie's like, Vin be chilling, watching AEW with his feet up. Piccolo says they're about to sacrifice freaking Cassidy.
You sick fuck. You sick fuck. Yeah, he just broke his hand with it. With a hammer.
No, not the Derby.
I saw that on Casino.
Did it work?
Yeah, they beat him up and broke his hand. And then threw him in the alley and say he got hit by a car.
Oh, that's really nice. At least they put up a story for him, just in case. Okay.
I wonder where Darby got his blouse.
It looks like a woman's blouse.
It is a woman's blouse. I wonder if he borrowed it from Renee because he forgot something. You're still the same guy. You still sound exactly the same on the mic.
Not only that, but you act exactly the same. You haven't grown or anything.
There's no progress in your character. Ugh, please help us.
The world title shot is on the line next week between Jon Moxley and Darby Allin. Ew, gross. Spittertons. Yuck. Vindicator's like, you know it, Ravi. And then Piccolo says skateboard on a pole match. Book it, TK. Vindicator's like, oh my goodness. So Big Travis, did the snoopers be snooping internet please finally get to you and convince you to crop Regina Girl out of the frame so nobody can see the goods for free no more?
She's over there.
No, Travis is doing some rearranging and cleaning in this room.
Yeah. Move the internet.
Piccolo says, oh, the vice grip scene, nice. Rebecca's like, went to Walmart, did you now? And Piccolo's like, at the outlet mall? Right, here's another shit brick jungle jack off. Basically. Lambo. Oh, I did not bring my phone, that's funny. I was so excited about eating. I didn't bring a phone.
What you need?
Nothing. I don't need anything.
What are you looking for?
I wasn't looking for anything.
Cool. So you just sat there and did nothing and I imagined it.
Yeah, I sat here. I said, oh, yeah, I didn't even bring my phone in. I was so excited about eating. And then I looked from side to side, and that was it. Vindicator says, now we get to stare at a beautiful MJ fraud scarf covering the Money in the Bank case. Right?
Soon, one day, he'll be Money in the Bank champion.
Whatever. He's going to stay at AEW.
I guess it's
feel like-
a fake tattoo. That's what I heard.
I feel like he should never, be allowed in WWE.
Oh, God. Ricochet.
A 1-minute time limit?
That would be awesome.
That's what I heard her say. I don't want to be disappointed. Don't make it go longer. Don't give extensions. Weirdos.
Yeah.
Vindicator says, best thing about AEW so far tonight is the tease of seeing my babies Mariah and Mina back together again. Maybe. We'll see how it works out. Mina says she's coming back to AEW, so there's that. Piccolo says,
We know he likes ring
Another-
announcers, and look at this one in here.
spectacular
She's a lot
dream
better than
match.
the one that he's with.
Ricochet versus Mantor.
Oh, God.
This is so amazing. I can't wait.
The Mantor.
The Mantor. It's the Mantor. Picola said Mantor, and I'm believing that that's his real name, and that lady that announced him doesn't know it. He's a big, strong man. He's short as fuck. Such a big, strong man. He's like 5'7". It's not big.
Ricochet looks like he has jaundice.
He probably does.
Up in his neck.
I'm telling you. Either it's their lighting or it's whatever spray tanning these people use in this facility. Because more than half of them look like they've got the death on them with jaundice. Like, every time I see him, I'm like, why does he look like he has jaundice? Like, they all look yellow. Like that monster guy from that show, Sin City.
Mm-hmm. Oh! That'll hurt your back.
It's going to hurt his back, and then his hands will hurt later.
The Mantor.
Oh, no, not more hearing from the crap-ass Adam Page later tonight. Good God.
Look, it's bring your dog to the ball game.
No, how cute. How adorable. Those dogs are like, this is so much fun.
They love
I'm having
baseball.
so much fun. That poor corgi's like, oh my God, why are you jumping me up and down?
Can't wait to be home.
So my question is do you have to sit in a certain place at the ball game? And not only that, but then you have to be like, okay, do you have to go to the bathroom? We have to go to this certain spot for you to potty.
You just let them shit on the field.
Just let them shit on the field? That's awesome.
They have gamekeepers.
That's so funny. Oh, I didn't know it was the Giants up against them.
Yeah, that's why I'm watching the Giants game.
Huh. I didn't realize that. Sorry.
This guy's really good.
I don't know who I thought was playing them. The Orioles?
They just play themselves.
I think it was because they were showing something with a W on it.
Watch this kid. He throws 100 miles an hour. He's fun. Woo!
That one was only 85, but it came out his face. People's like, I want to say the most awful racist thing, but I'm good. Trying to be a Christian. Do you want to send it to us in a DM?
We like racist things. It's not racist if you hate everybody equally.
That's why I wear shirts that say that. Because then you can't. Vindicator says, it almost sounds like Dalitha is saying man whore, LOL.
It's not Deuce Bigelow.
It's Mantor. Not whore. It's tata.
When did you get into
Whore.
man whoring? How'd you get that job? I'm going to kill my guidance counselor.
Pickle says, is this the Rams mascot side hustle? There, that was better high road dad joke. That's funny. He probably just goes around trying to find virgins to grape.
What the hell? The Mantor?
Yeah. The Mantor.
Mantor caught him. Oh.
We want to go with some mythology. Throw some mythology at him.
He lives in a maze.
Looking for his virgins. Pickle's like, angel, angel, angel. Robbie's like, I was told to be more in touch with my feminine side, so I crashed the car. Cool. Vindicator says, nah, once a racist, always racist. Pickle. Whatever, Ben. But seriously, mascot doing side hustles is not a bad idea. The regular pay isn't that great. I don't know. I've seen some crazy stuff in baseball. They have these wiener guys, like, run around.
Milwaukee.
They have a race.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know. I feel like they get paid pretty good to do that shit. Pickle says, Mantor mythos may be the better booking decision. It might be. He should probably go back and reevaluate his decisions on his name. We came up with way better stuff.
scout from football college is up in the stands.
What's even better is that his jacket and his hat literally says football college. Literally says it. So there you go. So that's even better if you're actually watching or paying attention to the commercial.
Yeah.
Because I never saw it the first time. I didn't see that part when they pan to the guy. Made it to the yawning stage.
It's a good show. It's a great
Brilliant minds. Did you? Pickle's laughing. Laughing.
Poor Ricochet.
I don't feel bad for him at all. Not even a smidge of feel bads.
He's at the rock bottom. Think about this. You're in WWE one day, and the next day you're wrestling some dude named Manicure.
He's not even named Manicure. He's like Mortos or some shit. You're wrestling some dude with a stupid mask on his face. It looks like a dweeb face. You're like, oh, good God.
With
what have I gotten myself
giant
into?
boots on.
It's because he thinks he's a giant ram, I guess. I don't know, or a bull. I don't know what the fuck he thinks he is.
Unicorn?
Some kind of furry. Well, I decided I would just go to AEW and wrestle furries. That turned out real well. Yeah, so serious in the working area. Is it over? People are leaving?
Yeah, that's what final
They're like,
means.
okay, I gotta get my dog out of here. La 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 la. She's like, he doesn't get to walk. To carry him. They're like, okay, everybody get out there and pick up all the dog poo poo. Pico says, okay. So this is Telemundo LOTR. I'm sorry, I'm going to the Telemundo Lord of the Rings. Robbie's like, I had to name my printer Bob Marley because it always be jamming.
That's funny.
So funny. Piccolo's like devil face mask and a monkey with a mouth. Not there anymore. Because the shoulder isn't down all the way. Yeah, the beast went for that over rotation there. I'm surprised he even knows what he's doing out there as a beast. He doesn't have brain cells.
Fuel the beast.
Could you imagine? Like, you're like, I really want to be a wrestler, but I don't want people to see my face. I have a great idea. I'm going to wear this giant mask on my face so I can't see
In colored context.
in my peripheral vision for anything. To pretend to be a giant goat.
What the fuck? I don't know what just happened.
I guess he was looking for monkey flipping, but it didn't happen as well as he hoped, and he broke his knee in the process. I don't fucking know.
Those old monkey flips.
He needs his wits.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He was supposed to catch him.
I think maybe you shouldn't wear a mask where you can't see your opponent coming
God.
directly at your face. Yeah, that Mantor guy, he's got a problem. That guy in the red shirt on the outside of the fan, he's just like standing there with his like arms out like a dad, and he's just like shaking his head, all disgusted like. Pickle says, Excalibur, I swear he needs to go away.
Please.
He's fucking an idiot. I hate listening to him so much. It's probably one of my biggest pet peeves about AEW, is having to listen to this crap.
I'd be okay with him if they got rid of Taz. Or vice versa, but not both of them.
Well, and he talks all the time.
Yeah, he's the play-by-play guy. That literally does play-by-play. Like
Yeah, but he talks all the other times too.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't ever shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
He just constantly talks, even when they're doing other stuff. He's just talky, talkity, talk. No play-by-plays happening. He's just talking away like a dumbass.
Yep. Lots of talking.
Like right now. Oh, this is getting his bearings. His head's straight.
He's got to find a bearing.
There's no play-by-play happening right now, dumbass. Why are you talking? Rob is like, recently discovered my family tree is a cactus. Is full of pricks.
Yeah, it's about mine. That might be everybody's in reality.
Probably. Why did the Orioles lose?
Just not as good as the Giants.
The Giants doing any good this year?
I don't think so. But I don't know. I haven't looked.
So has the Ricochet shithead done anything to this guy, like pinned him or anything like that? Tried, gotten 1 counts or 2 counts or anything this whole time?
He started out a little bit of offense. But this is one of those Orange Cassidy matches. Or Darby Allin. Where you get beat up the whole time.
I think I'd go to a food coma. Not do any of this. Bill's like, well, I can't get my 10 minutes back. I thought it was only going to be a minute. They lied to me. I was like, what do you want him to do as a commentor?
Which one?
Are you talking about the dumb shit that wears a mask all the time because he thinks he's so cool? That dumbass? I think he just likes to talk to hear himself talk and to fill time. And he didn't need to, like, have any play-by... He didn't need to talk when there's no play-by-plays happening. Let the other guys talk. The analysts and stuff like that. Analyze it. Or whatever the fuck they're supposed to be. Well, it's a good thing he didn't have any pins before, but by golly gee whiz, that last one, he got the 3 pin on him.
Yeah.
He never did a pin before, but Robbie, like right now, why is he talking? He's a play-by-play guy. He doesn't need to say anything right now.
Hun, he has to talk the whole time.
I know, it's fucking annoying and I hate him. Oh, good God, no. Please, no. Oh, barf. Oh, God. Remember when you were kind of cool guy and then you turned into a fucking weirdo and now you're just a loser that tries to start fights? Yeah, you're a dumbass. And here's like, Travis, have you come around yet to like this psycho vignette version of Hangman? Or Vigilante, excuse me.
I don't mind Hangman, for the most part. He's a weirdo. I don't know exactly where they're going with his character, but...
I don't think they know where they're going with his character.
I feel like it's scaring his children.
It's probably, why he's probably doing it is his wife and his kids probably left him. Can't go back to being a teacher. It is. Oh, good God, there's a trios match tonight. Young Bucks and Okada versus Ospreay, Takeshita, and Fletcher. Oh my God, seriously, somebody kill me. Just kill me now. Can't leave because it's a commercial. What you doing? You texting?
Mm-mm.
Is it your new friend?
Mm-mm. This is my sister.
Oh. Yeah, what's she doing?
She's working. Oh. Baseball games definitely go quicker now. They fixed some of their problem. With baseball?
Yeah.
Not making them 15 hours long?
Pickle says, make a world champion trade to Raw. Take off TV. So, world champion, trade to Raw, take off TV. Takeshita, Osprey, or Hangman.
I like Takeshita.
Would you trade him to Raw or make him a world champion?
I'll probably get rid of him.
You would take him off TV?
Well, there's only 3 options.
You don't like Takeshita?
I like him.
Oh my god, the last one is Hangman. Get the fuck rid of him. He is garbage.
Yeah, but I think Hangman would garnish
He's
more...
already been a world champion and he sucked at it.
Wait, we're talking about WWE, right?
I don't think we're talking about WWE. It just says make a world champion, trade to Raw, or take off TV.
Mm-hmm. World champion would be Osprey or whatever. If you're staying in AEW, if you're going to WWE, then I would trade him over. I don't know. Anyways, I like Takeshita, so I would say trade Takeshita to WWE because I think he... no, he couldn't. So I would trade Osprey to WWE and then make Takeshita world champion and then let Paige just sit in the bag. But if it's a WWE champion, then it's the same answer.
There's no difference.
Well, I wouldn't put Takeshita as the world champion to WWE.
Vindicator says AEW is getting a new show called Shockwave for FS1 channel. Not sure if it's mean to replace Rampage. Maybe Sophie will check in with something from the night shift at the Rumor Mills. I have no idea. But if they do another show with all the ones they have, it's pretty stupid. And it'll just be as dumb and worthless. Robbie says, why shouldn't you buy things made with Velcro?
Because they're too sticky?
Because it's a ripoff. Because it's Velcro.
It's alien software.
Supposedly. You have to get some nail glue already. Who is it? Who's talking? Who's going to talk?
Adam Page, just leave your earpiece out.
How dare he even use cowboy stuff anymore? I don't think he should be allowed. Loser face. Ruining that horse's life. Piccolo says same thing. Make a world champion, trade to Dynamite, take off TV with Jamie Hayter, Willow, Britt Baker. Wait, I meant Raw. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, wait a second.
Make a world champion, trade to Raw, take off TV.
Okay.
Jamie Hayter, Willow, Britt Baker.
Willow's off TV. That's pretty easy.
Alright, who's going to be the world champion and who's going to Raw?
Oh. Well, I want Britt in WWE, so I guess that leaves Hayter as champion.
She's been it before, so it don't really matter. So
I don't like it.
Huh?
But I would rather have Baker as a world title, but I don't want Hayter in WWE, so.
Piccolo said that, and then Vindicator says, Piccolo, you know they don't like Willow. But I was like, oh no. Robbie's like, this geezer in the ring means business. Are you talking about Tony Schiavone? He is an old geezer. He's a swindler. Stealing money from younger people. Being out there. Ooh, Christian Cage wears socks to bed. Somebody said that out in the audience. Good for them. I have a headache. I've had it all day.
You would. Sorry. Why do you think you have a headache? Why'd you push me this morning?
I pushed you?
Yeah. Go ahead, get up.
What time was it? Was it 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to push you, probably. I was probably trying to see if you were still there. That's probably all. I was only pushing you.
Like. Leave.
It was before 5 o'clock when I woke up and did that.
I'm like,
And then you still didn't leave. You didn't leave until like 6 o'clock.
Of course I didn't leave.
I'm just teasing. Oh shit. Riley says, D, just because you have a slight crush on Tony, the old man?
Or Tony the blonde bimbo.
There's a lot of Tonys happening, Robbie. You probably better be more, specific.
Is there a Y or an I?
Well, he has it with a Y, but, I mean, you've got too many Tonys. Vindicator says, was Hungman a blonde at one point?
Maybe. He still might be.
I think that when he started, his hair was lighter. And it probably normally is. It's just wet right now. So he's trying to be all, I'm a bad guy. I don't fucking know.
He does remind me of Razor Ramon. I was going to say that. And then when you said a bad guy, that made me laugh.
Well, I was pretending, but I mean, he thinks that he's not. If you're going to wear your wedding ring, you're definitely not a bad guy. Vindicator says so. They haven't reached the point where beating up on Jarrett is senior citizen abuse. I guess not. Not yet, anyways. Robbie's like, the ring announcer. Why would I have a crush on the ring announcer? Because he's old? Thanks. Well, Robbie is probably better than your crushes. Old Jeff Jarrett, that's your biggest hoorah. You're like, oh, I love him.
He's an outlaw.
Why does Hangman hate him so much? Why does Hangman think he's so cool with whatever's in his back pocket?
Is it shoe? Oh, it's a wallet.
Is he trying to be all cool with his big fat chaw can back there?
It's square.
I don't care. Maybe it's a big old wrapped up thing of chew that's in a bag.
Maybe. I doubt it though, because he's
it's that
school
bubblegum.
teacher.
It's that bubblegum stuff. Fucking retard. He's like, I'm so tough. Look at my bubblegum chew.
It's bubble yum.
Big league chew.
It's called bubble yum.
It's called big league chew.
Bubble yum.
Robbie's like, Jeff Jarrett is a has-been. Pickle says, made into women's tag champion with Natalia. Okay, so who would you make into a women's tag champion with Natalia? Trade to Dynamite or put off TV as a model career? Kiana James, Sol Ruka, Nikita Lyons.
James is staying.
Yeah, because her name's cool. Kiana James, bitch.
I would trade Nikita Lyons to
Dynamite?
Dynamite.
Why? Why are you getting rid of Nikita?
It's not getting rid of her. She'd be on here. I'd watch her.
Is it because she's got broken knees?
Yeah.
She's hanging out.
I like
knees
Soul,
too
but
much.
she can just stay off or be a model. Or
She can be in a model career. Put Kiana James with Natalia as a women's tag champion.
Yeah, she's staying though because that name's being said. Kiana James, bitch.
That's right. Robbie says, "Hello, this feud is going nowhere fast." Then he hears like Jarrett will always deserve more TV time than Jericho. I kind of wish I never saw any of them there, Ben, but whatever. Piccolo says, dude, daddy ass, Jeff Jarrett, and Dustin are ancient fools. And they're trying to get Paul White back into the ring.
Oh, God.
Please, no.
Well.
I did not miss hearing that for at least 2 years now. And now it's back. Thanks a lot, P-Cola. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. Up one side and down the other of fucking off.
I used to get yelled at for that all the time.
Vindicator's Ricochet versus Ospreay is almost a lock to happen at a pay-per-view. Yeah, glory be. Ugh. Gross. Ew. Wow. I knew Ospreay was tiny, but he's as tiny as him. Good God. How fucking lame. Pickle is laughing his ass off, and he's like, wow! Vindicator says, nope, guess it's not good enough. It's on Dynamite instead. Well, of course it's going to be on Dynamite. Why would it be on a pay-per-view? Do they even have a pay-per-view happening anytime soon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good God. Ugh. Ugh. It's fine, Pico. I still love you. Oh my God, I thought they were done. Are they done yet? Why are they still talking? Why is he still talking?
He likes to talk about himself.
Who the fuck gave him this much time to yak? Ospreay, you should just whack him in the face. Why are you letting him talk like that? He's talking down to you. You know that. He's not talking to you as a peer. He's talking down to you. You should hit him. Yeah, look at that condescending smile. The raised eyebrows. He's like, I got fingers in your face, too.
Jesus Christ. This is way better than what's happening. October 2nd at the 5-year anniversary of AEW. It's going to be Ricochet going one-on-one with the dumb one from England.
He's like, I'm taller than you by this much.
Ospreay.
Do you understand me? My dick is bigger than your chest. Ha ha ha. Oh, wait, one more thing. I got to tell you one more thing. Your pee-pee is tiny.
Little bro. What did he say, Brav? I don't speak garbage. That's what he should say.
That's what he should say.
What did he say, Brav?
Brav, all the words coming out of your mouth mean nothing. Oh, good God. He has no comeback whatsoever. He just stood there and took it. Stood there and had his manhood just completely taken away from him by not being able to come back or say anything.
There's nothing about manhood at all.
I think it was all about their manhoods, thinking that they're so cool. One of them's like, I'm all up in your face. I'm up all in your face. The other one's like, whatever. And then he's like, your pee-pee, my pee-pee. No!
Just touch the tip.
And the one had nothing to say. The whole time he just stood there, took it. Like a loser. And he's supposed to be a fucking champion. Mm-hmm. He had a belt on and everything.
Until October 2nd.
Psh, they're going to give it to that other freakoid that doesn't need a championship.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, oh my God. And then we're going to hear, oh my God, Ricochet is having an affair with the announcer lady on AEW. Oh no!
It's an upgrade. She looked good. I was like, damn. But she's just filling in for Justin Roberts.
Right? People says, okay, this one is a bit convoluted, but bear with me. Oh, the convolution. Brandon Stevens is in the chat.
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon Stevens. How's it going? He says, hey, Wrestling Gab.
Woo woo.
Oreo Coca-Cola cookies. They look hideous. They made not only that, but they made an Oreo flavored Coca-Cola drink. Ugh.
Oreo
Yes.
drinks.
Yeah.
Like milk and cookie.
No, like it's the flavor of Oreos, supposedly. Oreo flavored Coca-Cola. Yeah. Well, everybody
can't
says
eat
it
the
kind
two
of tastes
together.
like vanilla. Like vanilla Coke.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people say it tastes like. Don't. I'm not going to try it by any means. And I don't think it comes in regular anyways. Because all I've seen it in is their Coke Zero one. Vindicator's like, I always say no to Oreos. Is it because they're vegan friendly? Is that why then? I figured you were a vegan person because you love trees so much. People is like face Braun Breaker for the IC title. Immediate push to face Cody or next opponent who will retire Bryanson. Ready for your options?
I am now.
Okay. Wardlow, Miro, Hobbs.
And they have to cripple Daniel Bryanson?
Face Braun Breaker for the IC title.
Okay.
Immediate push to face Cody. Next opponent who will retire Bryanson.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know if Miro can do it. Miro would have to bring back the redheaded guy with him. Remember him?
Kinda. Yeah, a little bit.
He's an announcer in TNA. But you'd have to bring him back to do it. But it would be Miro going to WWE to face Cody. But the build-up would be like just some weird shit happening. And somebody talking, but they wouldn't understand it because it'd be all kind of muffled or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be Aiden English, right? That was the guy's name.
Aiden English?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then all of a sudden, like, they would have the match set up, but we wouldn't know who it is. There'd be no leaks.
Mm-hmm.
And right before they came out, he would finally come out and he'd be like, "It's Rusev Day!" And the crowd would go fucking crazy.
True.
And then the roof would fall in and kill everybody.
And then they'd make sure and have, because it'd be like around the time when they had a new year, so they could have calendars.
Yeah.
All right, so that's who you're going to for Cody.
Okay.
So who's going to face Braun Breaker for the IC title? Wardlow or Hobbs?
I guess Hobbs.
And you'll have Wardlow retire Bryanson?
Mm-hmm.
Retire his ass. Just
Yeah,
break
because
him
I
in
wouldn't
half.
do that to Hobbs because people would be upset about that.
Yeah.
But Wardlow, that'd be a good push for him moving forward.
Vindicator says, nah, it's because Oreos literally don't taste good. The filling is the only part that ever matters. Well, that's why you get the double stuffed or overstuffed ones. Then you don't get regular Oreos. Who gets regular Oreos anymore? You know, the double stuffed ones are what the original used to be. So basically, that's what you're getting. Well, okay, so I'll get a regular thing of Oreos and I'll show you what I mean. Because you had Oreos when you were younger.
Have you seen the announcer lady?
Yeah.
See, she's an upgrade over what's her name?
Well, of course she's an upgrade over the dumb women WWE have as announcers. They're like, we all have coats and capes and jackets over here.
Oh, it's the Young Bucks.
They're like, wee. All right. Piccolo says, oh, Rusev Day against Cody. Hell yeah, great booking. And the Vindicator's like, Miro is washed, completely fell apart without Lana. Lies. Piccolo's like, Hobbs versus Breaker would be pretty stout.
Yeah, it would be a fun match. I would assume that he would hold on to his Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Or U.S. Championship, whatever. Intercontinental.
Intercontinental. Oh, great. These people.
Do you have any water?
I do.
Dying. Why is he have a bottle?
Because I didn't drink it at work, so I figured I'd just drink it now. Vindicator says, all this WWE talk reminds me, though, that nothing much of interest is going on over there except Philip and Andrew trying to kill each other, which is basically copying Swerve and Mr. Clotheshanger. We try to tell you, Vindicator, that it's literally all the same shit. Like, there's no difference. Like, it's all the same. Look, he's got a coat, too.
Mm-hmm.
The whole group on the other side had long coats. They took them off and swung them around in the ring.
Oh, God. If he showed up to WWE even after being on this show, the AEW, he still wouldn't get a pop.
No.
And I like him. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that WWE fans just don't care. I mean, very few of them do, and at least the ones that pay at the stadiums don't. Like when Io Sky showed up at WrestleMania, it was an embarrassment. It's pretty funny. They're like, "Who the fuck is this with Bailey?"
People's like, "Oh well, but it's about a friendship bracelet, Finn. Larry was on the dang bracelet." Now they're selling the bracelet, according to Sophie. If anybody wants one, they're selling it in the shop. Makes it kind of worthless. Minicure's like, friendship bracelets are all the rage, Piccolo. You just been out of the loop.
They really are back.
Yeah, it's all back. They're like, look what we invented. And it's like, you didn't do that. Just like in the 90s, we didn't do it. That shit was invented before us, even.
Oh, Kyle Fletcher, future WWE champion.
Vindicator's like, but yeah, you guys talk bad more about AEW than WWE, so it doesn't really feel the same. You're not in our chats for WWE, so you have no idea.
Oh, trust me.
When we're watching WWE, we literally talk just as much shit while we're watching it. Pico says, next thing, fools be feeding pets on a Tamagotchi app. They already started doing that, Picola. Sorry, you're behind. They brought those back, too. Not too long ago. Maybe a year or so ago, a couple years.
Furby or something? What was the one that was like that little owl thing?
A Furby.
Was it Furby?
Yeah, they brought those back. Brought Cabbage Patch Kids back. Yeah, they literally brought back pretty much everything. Strawberry Shortcake's cool again. But she's from like the 70s, for fuck's sake. Mm-hmm. Picole's like, I am behind you, Wiz. It's fine. You don't have to be up with the times, buddy. You don't have a kid, so. When you have a kid, you kind of like go, oh, that's what we're doing now. Alrighty then. It's not so much now. She's 18, so you don't get that as much, but still. Mm-hmm. People, nothing us Gen Xers have is sacred. Yeah. Not even our lingo is sacred. When you have Travis's daughter saying it back to you because now the kids say it, you're just like, what? That's okay again? All right. I've never stopped saying it, so whatever.
Yeah, the generation you have to worry about is the last one, the Z or whatever. Mm. That's a scary one. They're all awkward.
Feels like I heard that another Gremlins movie will be coming out soon.
Hey, that's cool.
Maybe straight to streaming, probably.
Is it going to be a Christmas movie?
Probably straight to streaming. Vindicator says, so Gen X starts with people born in the 80s, right? And Gen Z is early 2000s. Gen X starts with people born in the 70s and ends in the 70s.
I don't know where they go.
Gen X is actually like...
X started in the 60s.
Like 65-ish to 66 or somewhere in there. To technically they 79. Say 79.
And then you have your millennials that go to 2000.
Yeah, and it's like 82 or 83 to like something.
It's just 80.
Well, they say 80, but yeah.
A lot of them want to be with us, and so they try to like clog it together, and they call them Zennials. Uh-huh. But it's not real. That's not a real generation. That's fucking stupid.
X one. Not like a Z, but it's X and Ennials. Mm-hmm. Is what they try, yeah.
Yeah, they try because they want to so bad be as cool as the late 70s kids. Mm-hmm. But they can never be. Sorry. Sorry, early 80s kids. But you're not cool.
Right.
You didn't play in the street.
You didn't play in the street.
I'm serious. If you didn't play in the street and cars had to stop for you while you were playing and then you'd get out of the way and then they'd drive by and then you go play in the street, you're not cool.
I was in the country, so I never had that. There wasn't enough traffic to worry about.
Like,
You'd get your ass run over probably if you didn't get out of the street.
we played in the road.
Yeah, well, we played in the road
Kick
too.
the can and tag and
Yeah. We're in the country though, so we had a little bit more land to work with, so we didn't always play in the road or anything, but yeah. Piccolo says, I believe Gen X is 65 to 80. It's 79, but yeah, and then millennials are 80s and 90s. I thought they were up to the early 2000s, but I could be wrong.
yeah, through 90.
I thought they were like the longest one. And Piccolo says, yep, I'm on the cusp. Woohoo! Like that one comedian, she claims she's an elder millennial. Mm-hmm. Can be, I guess. Manicure says, where does Gen Y fit in, or do they even exist?
There is no Y.
I thought there was a
That's
Y.
a millennial.
Is Gen Y millennials?
Yeah, that would be the Y.
Vindicator's like, but I feel more like a Gen Zer than a millennial. Are you the oldest, or did you have older siblings? If you have older siblings that are literally Gen Xers, you will be more like a Gen Xer than you would a millennial because of how you were raised and what you were raised with.
Did you play the original Oregon Trail in school? That's what it all boils down to me. Honestly, that's how
What do you consider the original?
It was played on the Apple II.
Right.
If you didn't play Oregon Trail on the Apple II, you're not part of my generation. Adam didn't. April didn't. It's like, you're not in my generation.
Well, they were out of elementary school.
We are the Oregon Trail generation, and it's a really small generation, and it's the best generation ever. We grew up with every ounce of technology. So we had computers, and then as the computers advanced, we did.
Right. Yeah.
Like
I know, but
the internet became a household thing when we became in high school.
I just feel like because this would be the same for your cousin Treon too, because he's not that much older than us. He's like the same as my brother.
Right, just behind.
6th though, and they would have played on those computers,
but not
because we would have been in like 3rd grade. Right,
and that's what I'm trying to say. Well, Treon's closer grade wise.
Right.
Same age.
But I'm just saying, like, he would have had at least a year on it, like, of playing it. Because it was all just elementary school, because we never did it in junior high. It was just elementary school that we had it. I don't even know how long they did that. How long did they even have that on there?
You know,
like, just through our time of being in elementary school?
They did it on the next computer system, too. And so kids that were older in the 90s still had it. So, like, if you were in grade school in the 90s, you still played Oregon Trail. It was just a different one.
Right. Vindicator's like, Vindicator says, only child.
Ugh.
Oh, you're a Gen Zer. Sorry, not a Gen Xer. I feel more like a Gen Zer than a millennial. Yeah. It's just probably because of who you were around and who your parents were. Like,
you can't be a Z.
I thought they had a Gen Z now.
They do. They're like 8.
Are those the ones that are 8? Who's the alpha ones then? I thought those were the 8-year-olds.
Oh, maybe they're the 8 one.
I thought McKenna was a Gen Zer. I thought she was in that age group. They're like a huge group.
Yeah, they're Z till...
They're right after millennials.
Like 18 or 19 or something, right?
Yeah, they're like right after millennials.
Right. Okay,
they're a huge group. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, Piccolo says, did you eat in Pizza Hut dining areas? Sure fucking did.
I absolutely
And remember when they had buffets? They had the salad buffet? Anybody? Pizza Hut had the salad buffet and they had pizza on there.
What's funny is I was just about when they were asked that, I was like, do we not still have that over on South Fifth?
We do have a dining in one, but we don't have buffet. Like, they don't have like the buffet.
Right. They didn't have that I remember.
They did. They had it there, and they had it over the one over on the other side of town. The one
in Chubbuck?
Yeah,
Not the one in...
Don't dox us. I do.
I do.
People's like, did you listen to the Micro Machines guy on TV commercials?
Did.
Sure did.
Loved it.
Travis and I watched He-Man on Saturday,
All day.
Like, all day, pretty much. Well, I was cooking for the UFC fight and stuff before I went to my nail appointment. And I was just like, wow, this brings back a lot of childhood shit. He-Man. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He-Man. Vinegar's like, I remember the name Oregon Trail, but don't remember how it's played. That means you're a youngin', my friend. You're a youngin'.
Yeah.
You're a young little man. Piccolo says, and you may be compensated for the 80s trauma of smoky buildings like the bowling alleys I grew up in basically 3 times a week as a child. Yes, please.
Dude, when I was in grade school, I had a teacher that smoked.
So your classroom smelled like cigarettes.
Yeah, he sat by the window at Washington and smoked.
That's hilarious. They must not allowed it in my school.
I was just like, oh, that's cool.
Piccolo's like, oh, alphas are younger, but I don't know how much younger. They know K-pop and all that ish.
I don't even know what.
I would consider the alphas are the ones that basically are what I would consider iPad babies. Like,
Yes.
They literally can't do anything without an iPad in their hands. That's how their parents raise them. Is to have iPads.
Something crazy is going to happen in the world, and then they're going to get a different name. That's how things like that work. Like a war or something.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's civil or world.
Picole's like, I bet bus drivers smoke too. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bones was my bus driver.
Bones.
His name was Bones. He was a biker.
That's awesome.
And he smoked. Sit down. Like, okay, sir. And trust me, we didn't listen to anybody.
Except him.
Except for when Bones told you to sit down. Sometimes he would take a corner so sharp that the rear wheel would go over it. And so you would just hit the ceiling.
Well, ceilings are pretty high, too, when you're a little kid.
Like, no, there's no such thing as a safety belt on a bus.
I was going to say, good thing we didn't have seatbelts.
Do they have them now?
Yes, there's a lot of buses now, I guess, that have them.
That's funny.
I have no idea if the ones around here do, but yeah, they do have buses
Ours
with them.
100% didn't even have hookups for them.
No, they didn't. They didn't have anything. Everybody vied to, like, fight for who's going to sit in the back of the fucking bus. Mm-hmm. Pickle's like, well, if I recall, cigarettes were part of MREs back in the day. I would not be surprised about that at all, Picola.
Dude, like...
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys used them like they do in the goddamn freaking prison system as some kind of cash tender
currency.
For trading for shit. I would not have been surprised at all.
My grandparents had ashtrays in their house. They didn't smoke, but they just expected people to.
Right.
And, like, people would just smoke in the house.
I mean, come on now. The days of fucking sending your kid, like your mom did you, to the fucking store with a note that said, hey, it's blah, 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 give my kid blah, blah, blah cigarettes. You know, and you just were trusted to come home with said cigarettes.
I was like 5, and I would go home with cigarettes that I had bought at the store for my mom. And the old lady in Dale's Market,
yeah,
she would call my mom sometimes just to make sure, you know.
Right.
But she was this little old lady, and she like did like this little booth on this side.
Yeah. I kind of remember the inside of that store when it was that store. Because, I mean, the whole building's still there, right? So I can kind of remember it a little bit in my head, how it was set up and everything. The butcher place was in the very back, and then the ice cream was, like, on the one side, and kind of in the back, or up to the front a little bit.
Was right on the first row behind the cash registers.
We never got candy there. We always went back to the butcher place and got a hot dog. And then we would go to the ice cream and get a creamy. That's what we would get. That's what my mom would get. We'd do there.
Yeah, because you got to go with a parent.
Always.
We walked
Dude, we
down
were out
there.
of town. I didn't live in town, so I didn't walk places. The only place I ever walked or rode a bike to was down to Ingham, and that was over a mile away. Can you imagine? From my parents' house all the way down the road, over a mile away, like almost 2 miles away, to go to the fucking store to buy penny candy. Penny candy.
I bet you.
And expected to come home.
I bet
all
you
safe and sound.
The Ross Park Drive-In still opened because of me buying penny candy when I was a kid.
Right? Like, it's so crazy.
You can get 2 for a penny.
The reason why was because, so the people that owned Dells were the neighbors. They were the, what the hell was their name? It started with a W. It was like the Waltmans. Anyways.
The old lady?
They had married, They had married later in life, but they had kids with their first two marriages, and they'd gotten together and married. And it was her or his son that ran the butcher block in the back. I can't remember whose it was, but
I can't think of his name.
He was like redheaded.
Yeah,
he was like kind of skinny guy.
If she wasn't,
he was so nice.
If she wasn't there, he was in charge. And that's who I'd have to take the note to if she wasn't there. But she was always there.
Yeah, she was always there.
I think she just lived there.
She just worked all the time. Anyways, but yeah, so we'd go back there and ask for a hot dog. He'd give you a hot dog. It was always a Falls Brown hot dog. That's probably why I like Falls Brown hot dogs so much. That was a cold, raw-ass hot dog. Now, I mean, because they're already cooked, you know. Yeah. But it was a cold hot dog. I'd be like, yum! I just wanted to eat that thing till it's gone.
I was buying shit with, like, real food stamps.
Yeah, like actual cash.
Like
the paper.
They were made out of paper.
Yep. Like paper.
And I'm trying to remember the colors. There was brown, I think, was the ones. The blues were the 10s.
Wasn't there like green, like a pastel color?
And there were 5s. I think there was 1s, 10s, and 5s. I don't think they did 20s. Dude. And they were literally like a checkbook, but they were food stamps.
Oh, God. People, it's like everything was tradable honor system. Vindicator's like, all right, guys, top of the hour coming up. That means it's checkout time, LOL. Millennial stay lit or whatever it is they say in here. Reckon I'll be back an hour later again next week.
All right,
y'all
bruv.
take care now. You're all right, bruh.
Bruv.
All right, bruv. You take care out there, bruv. People's like, see you soon, Vindicator. Vindicator says in an Idaho minute. It's about how quick they are. Over here next to Florida. Oh, Lord. Oh, this is a trios match, by the way. It's the Bucks and their buddy Okada against Takeshita, Ospreay,
and that blonde guy.
And Kyle Fletcher.
Who needs to change his name, but he's going to be a household name when he changes his name.
What's he going to change it to?
The Blonde Bomber.
I
don't know.
Bomber. Yeah, let's take another look at it, please. Let's see it. Oh, it's Wrestle Dream. That's what it is. That's the next stupid AEW.
October 12th, Wrestle Dream.
Lord have mercy. They're taking their opportunity to pump it up.
I've got those in that corner right there. Everybody at home can see them. That black box.
Oh, you thought you were cool and then you weren't.
Super kicks for everybody.
Double super kick. 1,
2, 3. No! Survive.
But just barely. I swear to God he gets bigger pearl necklaces as time goes on.
Like a porn star?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, this one's like 3 or 4 or 5 of them.
I think he's just compensating for something at this point. Compensating for something he doesn't even have.
Fletcher. Uh-oh. Young Bucks are in trouble.
Oh, no, they double teamed him.
1, 2.
Oh, that Okada guy saved him. Where's Takeshita when you need him to take out the other guy?
Yeah, Takeshita.
People's like, Takeshita versus Okada one-on-one should be a pay-per-view match. Well, it could still happen.
Who's gonna win this?
I don't
It's
know,
getting close. We got about 4 minutes.
somebody needs to hurry up and win it.
Leopold's just up there asleep.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm with my people. I'm good.
Hopefully your chickies all went into the coop.
Oh, shit. I gotta go check on them. I forgot about them.
Yeah.
I did uncover that bucket just in case she wanted to get in there.
Okay.
But it won't be hard for me to pick her up and take her out.
Pickle's like, I know who won. Like, you bastard! Well,
The Bucks.
with your next reaction, I'm guessing I know who it is, too.
Suck it. Sorry.
Oh, no, not the TK driver.
Backbreaker. Nope. That's a tombstone. 1, 2. He's got that pearl all over his face.
Yeah, he's probably used to it.
From his boyfriend.
Yep.
That'll hurt. Crowd does not care about you. They're all like, just end this shit. Oh, a Jackson
oh, wow,
got
they
pinned.
gave it to him. Huh.
We're only like 8 minutes behind.
He reminds me of the brother off of whatchamacallit. The Huntsman. Snow White and the Huntsman. And Charlize Theron's brother.
Oh.
That's who Kyle Fletcher looks like. He looks just like him.
Super.
Look at him. He looks just like him.
Yeah.
His hair, his shape of his face, and everything. That's funny. And I will never be able to. Oh no, the Dragon Empire. Where that is. That's gross.
Oh, you don't know. Isn't that Pac and the boys?
Oh, oops. What's behind me?
Oh, pushed him by the face. Oh, you're a fan?
I guess.
You're one fan?
What'd you do?
Do
Broke it. Why'd you break it?
If I broke it, then it would be leaking water. I just changed the shape of it a little bit.
Why'd you do it though?
I didn't know I did.
He was like, yeah, our family's showing now. Okay, guys, I may be around on Friday. I have some family showing up this weekend. That's all right, people. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Says that y'all be good and take care. Will do. You as well. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on Wednesday Night Dynamite AEW. We'll be back again on Friday for SmackDown.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.